Wasbir, definitely a challenging task ahead. And what are the bigger challenges ahead of N. Biren Singh? I think we all know. First, Wasbir, the cookie groups, CSOs, leaders are not willing to engage with CM N. Biren Singh as of now. Secondly, even the groups and CSOs in Imphal Valley are also seen, some of them, just as we just saw some visuals of the Mera Paibis protesting against the government, burning effigies of the Chief Minister N. Biren Singh even. So it's a challenge ahead, and CM N. Biren Singh doesn't have much time. Wasbir.
Absolutely, absolutely, Nabarun. This is a very challenging task entrusted to Chief Minister N. Biren Singh by Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Now, it is a prove or perish, so this is something which will be very, very difficult for Chief Minister N. Biren Singh to accomplish at this stage unless he comes up with an out-of-the-box approach to deal with the civil society and the other stakeholders. Now, yes, we have seen in the past that the 51-member peace committee that was set up by the union government was a non-starter. Now, if the cookie groups refuse to be part of the peace committee because Chief Minister Biren Singh is a member, now how can we expect the cookie groups to talk to the initiatives, to the peace initiatives of Chief Minister Biren Singh? But Chief Minister Biren Singh obviously will not extend the olive branch himself. He would not like to talk, would not come forward to talk. He would not be expecting the cookie groups to come and talk to him. Obviously, he will be entrusting mediators. And in fact, in the past, he has almost appointed the Naga MLAs to mediate between the cookies and the Meiteis and restore peace in the area. Now, the cookies aside, what about the Meiteis? What about the Imphal Valley? And now, as these are, we have just shown visuals to our viewers of the Mera Paibis burning effigies of Chief Minister Biren Singh last night as he returned from his meeting with Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Now, it will be a big challenge because the important towns in the cookie heartland like Churachandpur, Kangpokpi, the normal functioning is going on apart from the periphery areas. But if you look at the Imphal Valley, there has been absolute mindless violence by unruly mobs that have attacked the residences, private properties of elected representatives, particularly those belonging to the ruling party. So to control this situation will be a huge task for Chief Minister Biren Singh. He has to use all his skills at his command, come up with people who can act as mediators and catalysts to restore peace in the state. And we'll have to wait and watch because Chief Minister Biren Singh has been on the field once. He had gone to Kwakta, the scene of the car bomb blast. He had been to Moirang. But other than that, he has not directly met many people on the field. This is something which he is going to do now, but that will be in the Imphal Valley. What happens in the hills, we'll have to wait and watch it, Nabaru.
Absolutely, Wasbir. Okay, we'll come to the cookie groups part later, but what we are seeing in the Imphal Valley, what happened with Minister El Susinro, properties, godowns, burned down, 2 incidents in 2 days. In Imphal Valley itself, the ministers, the public representatives are not safe. And the first task of the N. Biren government would be to bring things under control in the Imphal Valley. Now, if the public representatives are not safe, if their property is not safe, if alleged ambush attempt is being made on them, how do the leaders go out, reach out to the masses in such a situation? So normalcy has to be restored in the Imphal Valley first. Of course, there's a challenge in reaching out to the cookie CSOs that will come to later. But the first challenge probably for Chief Minister N. Biren Singh is the Imphal Valley itself.
Absolutely. You are bang on, Nabarun. Unless there is peace, unless the elected representatives enjoy the confidence of the people, I'm talking about the Imphal Valley, how are they expected to go and reach out to the civil society? That is the reason why I have said even last night that, the restoration of normalcy in the Imphal Valley will be more a responsibility, will as much a responsibility of the responsible civil society as much as that of the government. Now the point is which are the civil societies that will come forward to mediate, to restore order, infuse some kind of a sense into those mob who are coming out and burning the properties. And in fact, yesterday, the El Susindra, whose at least 5 of his properties were burned down in the last 48 to 72 hours. And yesterday, he wrote a letter to the DGP, which he released to a section of the media, where he said that he was fearing for his life. He wanted adequate security, central forces, and so on. So he has been openly saying that there was an attempt to ambush him on two places, but he had a narrow escape because he took a different route. So in this kind of a scenario, how can you expect? So this is the huge challenge. And in fact, a couple of days ago, when our Union Minister of State for External Affairs, R.K. Ranjan's private residence in the heart of Imphal was set ablaze, he had come out with a very strong statement. He said the law and order situation in the state has totally collapsed. And that the state has failed to restore peace despite the center rushing adequate number of forces. And in fact, a similar statement was echoed in that memorandum to Prime Minister Narendra Modi by 8 BJP MLAs and an independent MLA who supports the BJP. They said law and order situation has totally broken down in Manipur and that the people have lost confidence in the government in the state at the moment. So this is the backdrop in which Union Home Minister called Biren Singh to New Delhi and gave up and trusted on him the task to restore peace as early as possible. I would say Biren Singh has to show results within the next 48 to 72 hours. Otherwise, the center, as we have been reporting, had been mooting the idea of PR for the last 15 days or more.
Absolutely, and that's not much time. 48 to 72 hours is not much time. Wasbir, very quickly, coming to the cookie part, what are the options before CM and Viren? One is he could get the Naga leaders to mediate, the Naga MLAs to mediate. That is one. Second, can he open lines of communication with the Kuki MLAs, Kuki leaders, somehow get to speak with them and probably hold a virtual meet and get the CSOs on board? Do you think that will be possible, or that's far-fetched at this time, given the situation and given the mood among the people in the affected hill districts?
Well, virtual meeting is also not possible if by Biren Singh, if he decides to talk himself. Now we have to remember that in the last fortnight, NEDA convener Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, who visited Imphal, he met the United Civil Societies, and then he came back to Guwahati and immediately had a meeting with the SOO groups. Now, SOO groups said that the meeting was very positive and they had committed to peace. But they are now claiming that the Kuki leaders are claiming that they are ready to honor peace, but the valley attacks from the valley has to stop. These are allegations and counter allegations. The Metes are saying that the Kukis are continuing with attacking the people because the chief minister is saying that infiltrators from Myanmar are armed and they are also the people. And even yesterday, Biren Singh said that tough action will be taken on SOO cadres who are found to be violating the SOO agreement and are operating outside their designated camps. So he gave a strong message. He said that this was a message that was given to him by Union Home Minister Amit Shah. He came and told the press conference when he was interacting with the media outside the Imphal airport. Now the point is, the one option that Biren Singh has is to seriously engage the Naga legislators or Naga leaders to mediate. And second, of course, he can seek the help of NEDA convener Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma to mediate with the Kuki civil society. And Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma was supposed to have made a trip to the hill districts of Churachandpur and Kangpokpi, but the situation, because of the prevailing situation that escalated, he had postponed his visit. So these are limited options. But if the Kuki leadership are bent on their demand for a separate administration, in that case we can safely say that the Kukis this time are getting ready to brazen it out and wait and watch what happens.
Wasbir, also probably at this juncture, CM N. Biren Singh coming and saying that strict action will be taken against Sioux cadres who break the ground rules. Yes, that stands, and there is a stand of the center, but probably that doesn't really help things at this juncture when we are trying to calm nerves. Now, my last question to you, Wasbir, is that Prime Minister Modi has returned to the nation from his Egypt tour, and Home Minister Amit Shah will brief him of the Manipur situation today. The Prime Minister has been under attack from the opposition for his alleged silence on the Manipur issue. So definitely the Prime Minister will also be closely monitoring things. He has been in touch with Indian Home Minister Amit Shah from US, from Egypt. And so pressure definitely is building on N. Biren to deliver, as you mentioned, in the next 48 hours or so.
Well, you see, number one, I was going through news reports early this morning. Prime Minister arrived and he was received by the BJP National President JP Nadda. And one thing that the Prime Minister inquired from JP Nadda is what's going on, what are the major issues, what is going on in India, because he has been out for almost a week. The Prime Minister has been out of the country for a week, and he returns and he immediately asked JP Nadda, the BJP National President, as to what is going on. This is a report this morning in the media. Now the question is, number one, now that the Prime Minister has returned, and now that Home Minister Amit Shah is going to brief the Prime Minister today on the situation in Manipur, this could indeed be a turning point, because we have to wait and watch what input does the Prime Minister give to Home Minister Amit Shah as by way of steps to be taken to defuse the crisis and restore normality in the state of Manipur that has seen 120 deaths and more than 45,000 people uprooted from their homes despite the presence of 60,000 troops. So what happens in that meeting between Amit Shah and Prime Minister, because Amit Shah is going to brief the Prime Minister on the Manipur situation. He has got a first-hand report from Chief Minister Biren Singh yesterday, and that could be one of the reasons why Amit Shah wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with Amit Shah, with Biren Singh, because he has to brief the Prime Minister today. And what directions does the Prime Minister give? That will be, we have to wait and watch. But this could be also a turning point as far as the situation in Manipur is concerned.